What up, what up, what up? Please like, share, and subscribe. Hit that like button. What's going on, everybody? What up? How y'all been? How y'all been? What's going on, everybody? What up, Hunters? Hunters Bending, I see you. I've been pretty good. Been pretty good, James. Just gonna wait for a few more people to get on here and I'm gonna get started. That sounds good, Shine Rider. But those that's one of my points on here. I'm gonna talk about that. It sounds good. The first time I heard somebody say that, it sounded good. As I got older, I'm not that old, but as I got older, I see it different now. Well, it's not fully winter yet. It's not cold. It's not cold yet. It's like, cool in the mornings, warm during the day, and then cold at night. Yeah. I think, was it Cat Williams who said that? Is that Cat Williams that said that? I've heard that before. I can't remember which comedian said that, but I've heard that before, man. It sounds good. I mean, there's some truth into it. There's some truth into that. What's going on, Don't Raw Dirty? Okay, yeah, I've seen that special. Um, yeah, I mean, when it comes to stuff like that, man, like your perception changes over time. When the first time I've heard, something like that, referring to haters in that way, uh, that was my perspective at one point, but it's changed. I'm not saying it's wrong. I'm not saying it's wrong at all, but I just look at things different now. Yeah, it's starting to get cool, starting to get a little, you starting to see it come on in. I can't wait to things slow down a little bit. So I need a break. It's slowing down already, though. I kind of like this time of the year. I used to dread this time of the year because everything was slow down. But since the business has grown, I like this time of the year because it gives me time to, do things that I couldn't normally do during the season. I can actually put ideas into effect. I can, think about things more. Got more free time to do other stuff. So I like it. But what you guys been up to? Okay. Hmm. No one is taking the bait. Hmm. Yeah, you'll go through that. Yeah. Yeah, you're gonna get stuff like that, man. Big day. A lot of clears. That's what's up, man. Uh, it's always good to know you got, money coming in. Um, I love it, man. Touching cash every day, earning something every day. I remember when, I will make, all I would make in a day is 50 or 25, maybe 100, and I was happy. If I can make 50 to 100 every day, that was at one point, I was happy. That means you know that means that my business was heading in the right direction. As long as you get some coming in, and if you can get one, you can get two. If you can get two, you can get four. If you get four, you can get five. I'm not saying that you want that many people, but I'm just saying if one person like it, that means that somebody else will like it, and so on and so on. New customers, yeah. New customers is always good. Right. So what's your plan of attack to get rid of the dog hair? What you gonna do to get rid of the dog hair? I mean, what do you guys do to get out dog hair? Lily brush. Yep, that's a good way. What if you don't have a lily brush? Right. But what if you didn't have a lily brush? What if you showed up to the job and you left your lily brush at home? Or you lost your lily brush? Right. Drill brush, air helps too. Okay, what if you didn't have an air compressor or a drill brush? What's going on, father and sons? I see you. Yeah, you gotta know multiple ways. Time and patience. Just stopping by to say what's up. Keep up the good work. Love the videos often. I see you, Dart. What's going on? Yep. I see you, Michael. That'll work. And I hope you guys are listening. You people who don't like to comment, who just like to watch. I hope y'all watching the comments on how to get out dog hair, because the pet hair, the downy, the fabric softener releases the hair, releases the static electricity. Sometimes the hair, when you start rubbing, you creating static electricity. When you moving back and forth with your vacuum on, and that makes the hair like hard to suck up because it sticks to the carpet, or sometimes it's tangled up in the fibers. But fabric softener will help because it will release the static electricity. Right. Yep. That works too. Shine Rider. Yep. There's a lot of ways to get it out. I'm gonna tell you another way that'll get it out. That you could do it. Rubber gloves. Your rubber gloves that you buy from the store that you wear. It gives the same. It does the same thing like the lily brush, because the lily brush at the end of it is just a piece of rubber, right? And your gloves are rubber as well, latex or rubber. And if you rub it across, it'll collect it just like the lily brush would. All right, well, let's get into it. Y'all see the thumbnail, man. Uh, we talking about haters, man. Uh, you guys, you've all had a hater once in your life, Some more than others, or you could have been the hater. Uh, Hate and love is the same thing, really. Hate and love is the same thing. It's just opposite ends of the spectrum, right? When you in love, right? When you're in love with someone, you act and do things that you normally wouldn't do for anybody else. The same thing in hate. The same thing with hate. It gives the same. You give the same attention. When you love someone, when you hate, you give the same amount of attention. You do things that you normally wouldn't do. When you hate a person, it changes the way that you act. It changes your attitude. It changes the way you move. It takes a lot of energy to love and hate. I view both of them as the same. Now, a person that's indifferent, that means a person wouldn't care if you live or died, wouldn't care if you're successful or not successful. Them the ones you really got to worry about, the ones that don't care. Most haters, it comes from, most haters at some point wanted something from you, either something that you have or a friendship, and you wasn't aware of that, and you were just doing you, and you might have came off as you're not responsive to their needs, or you're just not really paying attention to them. You're just doing you. It can come from that. I've experienced hate a lot. And I've always been confident my whole life, even as a child. Always been confident. My dad raised me that way. So just my attitude and the way I move, if a person is not secure with themselves, it's going to rub them the wrong way. It's gonna rub him the wrong. It's gonna rub that person the wrong way. Sometimes people, you remind them of someone, and they can hate you because of that. But my thing is that I'm always the type of person that I stick to my guns. If I know I'm right, if I feel I'm right, if I think I'm right, I'm gonna stick to my guns until I learn otherwise. Until I figure out, okay, I'm wrong, and I make the necessary changes then. But I always stick to my guns. I never back off or fall back. If I feel that something is right, I'm gonna stick to it, and I'm gonna keep doing me. And sometimes people don't like that. If people can't persuade you to go a certain way, or you don't agree with them, you got your own ideas, people don't like that. People like people that go with the flow. Nobody wants a person that comes in and kind of disrupt things. And sometimes you can be that type of person that you a hard worker, or you like to put in work, or you do things a certain way, and when you show up, you just doing you. But in the process of doing you, you making other people look bad. People can hate you for that. So hate is it can be, hate can really do a lot of destroying. And it's funny, that Shine Ryder earlier said, quoted Cat Williams about, like, you ain't doing anything. If you ain't got haters, you're not doing anything. And if you ain't got nobody to hate on, feel free to hate on me. And that's a real cool thing to say. I like that. But that used to be my perception, and that's no longer the way I look at it anymore. But that is truth, and wherever there's success, there's going to be hate. And I do agree with that part. That's never going to change. But my thing is dealing with haters, how to deal with it. You understand? You got to know how to, you got to learn how to deal with it. And the first thing is understanding. You got to understand that when you're out here and you're doing your thing and you're becoming successful, you got to understand that hate is going to come with that. So when it shows up, don't be all surprised. It can be from people you would never think it's from, Right, I see you, Amir. What's that? Amir Abdullah, I see you. Yeah. I had a buddy who taught me how to start detailing. Once I got the hang out of it and started upping my prices and pushing new things like trim restoration, he started hating and being weird. Haven't talked to him in a while. Yeah. I mean, it's out there. Ashley, don't be creeping up now. Come on now. I'm from the hood. You think it's funny. Say hey to everybody. They ain't seen you in a while.
Hey.
Ashton, get in the camera and say hey to everybody. They ain't seen you in a while.
Hey. All right,
Ashton, you're not in the camera.
Yes, I am.
Ashton, get in the camera and say hey. You being
hey.
real. You're not in the camera, Ashton.
Yes, I am.
No, you won't. Let them see your face.
All right, that's not my face.
That boy is something else. They grow up and they just think they too good now. Look at them. But yeah, you gotta have understanding. He not gonna say it. Ashton won't say that. I can't pay him to say like a man no more. He not gonna say it no more. Y'all gotta understand, when Ashton was running around, Ashton is 15. He's 15, he'll be 16 next year. Ashton was like 8 or 9, maybe between the ages of 8 and 10 when he was saying that. So he won't even say it no more. Like, his voice is not even that high anymore. Like, that boy's growing up. But anyway, yeah, man, but the thing is that dealing with haters, like I said, you got to have understanding that with success, even your potential, people can see your potential. You have characteristics that draw people in, and people will hate you for that. And you got to understand where it comes from. First thing, what's going on, Strong Freak? The first thing you got to do is, I already look at potential haters. I look at them already. I know people I got certain people that I'm not friends with them, but I never let them know what I'm doing. They just have to find out when they find out. If you hang around someone and they talk about other people, to you, then they talk to other people about you. I'm going to say it again. If you're around a person that he talks about other people to you, when he gets around those other people, he talks about you. So when you see that characteristic in a person, don't tell them anything. Nothing. Right? Because that person is a hater. If you got someone that's not successful, complains all the time, doesn't have anything going for them, that's a potential hater. So you watch that person. You know, don't tell them about any of your successes. Don't tell them about anything good that's happening to you. Don't mention it. Because most of the hate, you know, it stems from you, for lack of better words, bragging. You know, even if you're not bragging, it's bragging. And I want y'all to understand when I say that. I want y'all to understand me when I say that. Right? To a hater, if you say, man, I got two full details tomorrow. Yeah, man, that's $250 a piece, man. I'll make $500 tomorrow. You know, to you, you're happy and you want to tell someone about it. You want to share your happiness and what you got going on with somebody. But to a hater, that's bragging. Right? So, pretty much, you can bring hate on yourself by bragging. Even if you're not bragging, you're bragging. All right? I want y'all to see where I'm coming from now. So, you have to get around like-minded people. You have to get around people who are successful in their own right. And when you tell them something that's good or a success story or whatever is going on with you, they're not jealous. You know, you can only tell someone that makes $500 a day that you made $500 a day. You can't tell somebody that makes $50 a day or less. Or less than 100 a day, and you're telling them you're making 500 a day. It's just not going to sit well with them. And if a person is not in a good space mentally, and good things are not happening to them, then you should not tell them the good things that are happening to you. I think anybody, a person that's not traditionally, I'm not going to say traditionally, a person that is not a hater at heart. You know, some people are not a hater at heart. And sometimes they end up hating because things are not going good with them. So if I know somebody's going through a rough time, I don't talk about my success around that person or to that person. That brings hate. A lot of this hate we bring on ourselves. Not on purpose, though. Right? So I like that Shine Rider said that, quoted Cat Williams about, you know, if you don't have any haters, that means you're not doing enough. And for a hater, if a hater doesn't have anybody to hate on, feel free to hate on me. Now if people are hating on me, I know it's because I'm doing well. I know that. Okay, so that's, everybody says that. Oh man, he just hating on me because I got this and I'm doing this. Man, do your own thing and you can, okay, whatever, man. Don't nobody care about that, really. So like, when the way I look at it is, when a person is hating on me, when I see that they're hating on me and I see that they are, because sometimes people hate on you, but they won't bother you, right? They'll hate on you, but they won't bother you. But some people will bother you with subliminals, or they'll just come right out and create problems. Now, how you deal with that is you don't engage. You don't engage them. I remember when I interviewed Eric Jones, I told him, how do you deal with haters? He said, I don't engage them. I totally agree. That's had always been my thing. When I started my YouTube videos, I told myself that I'm not going to respond to negative comments. I'm not going to respond, or I'm not going to engage anybody on YouTube. I told myself when I started it, and ever since then, I've kept that promise to myself. What's going on, Ricardo? I see you. Detail Kings, what's going on? Gary Day, what's up? I see EA the Truth. Right, but so the thing is, man, yeah, I see you, Fallen Sons. People bring a bone to take a bone. I see you. Yeah, but so I don't engage them. I don't give it any energy. And some of them keep doing it, even if you don't respond. They'll keep doing it. And I'm human. I see it. And does it make me upset? Sometimes. Sometimes it depends on what they say, because sometimes they'll go too far. But even though I always ask myself this question, if it actually gets to the point where I'm like, yo, this guy's bugging, I always ask myself, is this gonna stop anything that I'm doing? Is, dealing with this, is this gonna make anything better for me? Will I gain anything from this? And usually all those answers to those questions are no. That's how I humble myself, and I let go of the ego, and I don't engage. What's going on, Callus? Motown Hustler, I see you. So basically, man, it's like I don't specifically get out here and try to work and try to prove haters wrong, or try to outdo the haters or compete with the haters. I just I continue to move forward with my plan. Every morning when I brush my teeth, I got a list of my goals. I got it laminated. I got a list of my goals taped to my bathroom mirror. And so when I'm washing my face and brushing my teeth, I'm looking at it. That reminds me every day of what I'm doing. Every day of what I'm doing. I think about it constantly. All day, every day. I go to sleep thinking about it. I wake up thinking about it. I dream about it. Throughout the day, I'm thinking. So a hater is not going to be motivation for me. And I don't ever want to hear anybody say haters are my motivation. I don't want to hear that. That saying, it used to sound good, but when you really think about it, it's really stupid. Haters do not motivate me at all. They don't. So the thing is that what I do is I put my head down and I work. You know what I'm saying? I put my head down and I work. When your head down and you working, a lot of things that's going on that don't matter, they don't exist. A lot of things that's going on around you that don't matter, they don't exist. Because why? Your head down, you're working. Just think about it. When you're doing a vehicle, and you get down and you're vacuuming that carpet, and that carpet is dirty, and you really, you real aggressive with the vacuum wand, somebody can walk up from behind you and slap you in the back of the head. You wouldn't even see it coming. You know what I'm saying? Because your head down and you putting in work. You know, when you look up, by the time you look up, you've got so much accomplished. Don't y'all realize that? Like when you got your head down, you're doing something, you're cleaning some wheels, or you buffing, or whatever you're doing, and you just focusing on that one thing. You just focus on that one thing. Nothing else around you matters. And when you look up, man, the whole hood is buffed. Whole hood is shining. You start on another panel, before you know it, you look up, you're done with the job, cash in hand, headed home. You know what I'm saying? And the haters don't matter. I always focus on what I got going on. Success, success is the best revenge. What I'm saying is, don't go out looking for revenge. You understand what I'm saying? If anything, if you using hate or haters for motivation, then you're not thinking clearly, and everything you do is going to be based on proving someone wrong or showing somebody that you can do it, or it's just not healthy. I hear people say that, it sounds good, and sometimes when you hear people say things and you hear these different sayings that sound good and people like to say them, sometimes you got to think of what you're saying. You don't want to have that mindset. Once I started getting a little older, I got to the point when I was just like, man, I could care less. I could care less about a hater, man. Like I could care, I don't care if I'm outdoing them. I don't care if I'm doing better than them. I don't care if I win. Like I don't care about that, because that's not my motivation. And okay, once you prove the hater wrong, then what? Now what? I mean, you already knew this already. You already knew that you was going to make it. You already knew that you were going to be successful. You already knew this. So why are you trying to prove it to someone that, that don't like you anyway? You understand what I'm saying? So how I deal with haters is I don't engage them. I don't respond. Don't say anything. I don't care what they say. I'm not going to respond. Now, one thing is, now if you approach me physically, then I will defend myself. I will defend myself. I'm not going to go back and forth online. I'm not going to do all the hoorah, hoorah. I'm not going to threaten anybody. I can defend myself any way you could think of. I can defend myself in that way. And if someone approaches me, I'm going to handle it the best way I know how. So that's the only thing. But other than that, you'll never see me go back and forth with anybody, or whatever. I'm not going to do that. And if y'all notice, I'm always moving forward. I'm always moving forward. I try not to be negative. I'm human. Humans have positive and negative in us. And I try not to be negative. I always do my best to be positive and push out positive vibes. And I'm always moving forward. A lot of things are going to happen to you. And sometimes it's not from, negative things is going to happen from you. And it's not going to be from individuals. It's not going to be from haters. I've had situations where, I messed up a car. I messed up a vehicle. I broke a window, cutting grass. I've done a lot. My lawnmower has, blew up on me. Pressure washers, everything. Cars. I mean, I've had engines to go out, transmissions to go out, everything. And I keep moving forward. I would let negative things and bad energy get me upset, and it would change everything, and then I would just make the whole day. I would just make the whole day negative. You got negative energy out there. You got positive energy out there, and it has to be balanced. You understand what I'm saying? It has to be balanced within you, within the world, everywhere. So I'll give you an example. I've had situations where a piece of equipment will break on me on a big job, and I really need this equipment to move forward. Um, I have backup equipment, but I'd rather use my equipment that I use every day. The backup equipment be some stuff that you really don't want to use, but you got no choice. So I try to see if I can fix whatever happened on site, on the spot. I try to see if I can repair it to make it through the job. Sometimes you can't repair it. Sometimes you need a tool. You don't have it on you. You need to go home and fix it. You don't have time. So you know what I do? I just move that stuff out the way, grab my backup, and keep moving. I don't even think about what's going on or what's wrong with that thing until I'm done. And then when I'm done, I drop it off somewhere. I make sure that I have backup stuff, and I make sure that I save my money. So when stuff like that happen, I can buy me a brand new one or repair it. You know what I'm saying? So there's always going to be negative energy out there. Things are going to happen that's not going to be good for you, but you got to keep moving forward. And just like haters, you got people who will bad talk you. They will bad talk you to other customers and make you lose a job. I've had that happen. Am I going to confront the person, or am I going to go and get to a fist fight with them? Or no, I'm just going to keep moving forward, because I guarantee that I can do what I'm doing a lot longer than you can do what you're doing. And what I mean is, a person that's hating and hating and hating and have all that hate built up inside them, I guarantee I can be positive and keep moving forward and work hard and keep working and don't stop. I can keep doing that way longer than he's a hater. I can't. There's no way. There's no way he can beat me hating, because I don't have no hate. I'm working. I'm happy. I'm being successful. I'm happy. I can be happy longer than you can be a hater. You understand what I'm saying? When you got haters, you know you're doing shit right. It's like being in the zone like Jordan Unstoppable. I feel that sometimes it's like a challenge to me when I get disaster cards, can't do anything but focus. Exactly. And that's how it is. Like when your back is against the wall and you really want to do a good job, and you really want to impress people, and you really want your business to make it, you're gonna get like that. There's no way around it. You're gonna have to focus in and zone in on something. You're gonna have to. That's the only way. You gotta be a little crazy. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like this. Like when you try to talk to people about what you be doing, they can care less, because you're just cleaning cars to them. They don't understand that it's a business, and turn the car over, having the car look like night and day difference. Having a customer be like, wow, you brought my car back. They don't know how much that really means for your business. Some people don't care. You know what I'm saying? So, you'll sound a little crazy. You'll sound a little weird when you try to talk to people about this, because they don't understand. You're gonna seem a little crazy. They're not gonna understand you spending $600-700 on a carpet extractor or steamer, or $200 on a tire shine applicator, or they're not gonna understand that. People are not gonna understand all the money you invest, not knowing if you're gonna get it back. You gotta be a little crazy to do something like that. If you look at it, all successful people have a craziness to them, what appears to be crazy. Like look at 50 Cent. Look at 50 Cent. Look at Jordan. Somebody just talked about Jordan. Look at Jordan. Like sometimes it was just like when they showed that Jordan documentary, the things he was saying, the things he was doing, it looked a little crazy, you know. And sometimes you got to be that way to be successful, and to be like super successful. You got to be that way. Um, So like that's the thing, man. No matter what's going on in front of you or around you, you still got to stay focused and keep moving forward. You know what I'm saying? You could be going at 100 miles an hour and then something happened and now you're only moving at 10 miles an hour, but you're still moving forward. You got to keep going. Um, you don't have no time to waste, and taking time to address a hater or to go back and forth with a hater or to try to prove a hater wrong is a total, complete waste of your time. Okay, I see you, Detail Kings. But yeah, man, that's the way that I deal with haters. I simply don't deal with them at all. Um, I remember when I first started, when I first started this YouTube thing. I want to say, man, I started in 2015. I want to say, like, I would have people in the comment section. I would have people in the comment section, saying things or whatever, and that right there never bothered me because I don't even know the person. And how can you scream at your screen? Typing back and forth at your screen. That's just weird. And then there was a time that there was a few YouTubers that were mentioning me by name or kicking subliminals on their channel. People would call me about it and I would look at it. I'd be like, wow, like and some of the people I was just finding out about who they were when I watched the video for the first time. Didn't even know who they were, and they were hating. But you can check. You can look at my channel. You can look at my videos. I never made a response video. Never went back at them. I just let them do them, and I kept doing the same thing. And I know they'll drop a video, and then I'll drop a video, and they're going to look to see if my video is going to mention them in some type of way, and then I'm not. I'm sticking to the plan. And I know that's what they were doing. I know they was like, oh, when they subscribe to you, or they hate so much that they not subscribe to you, so they got to keep, checking your channel every once or twice a day to make sure to see if you drop a video. And if you dropped a video and they just did a video about you earlier and you drop one, they trying to see if you're going to respond or if you're going to say anything or kick a subliminal or do anything. And then sometimes they're watching it so hard that they'll just find something and make it up and say you're talking about them. And then but when they watched the video, they was disappointed because I was sticking to the plan. I was still sticking to the plan, sticking to my topic, and keep moving forward. And after a while, they stopped. Some went away. Some went away. They don't have a channel anymore, or I pay attention. So, that's the thing. They'll go away because, like I said, I can do what I'm doing longer than they can do what they doing. Right. I see you, Gary Day. I started getting negative comments I was like at maybe 1,000, 1,500 subscribers. And I started getting thumbs down and negative comments. You're going to get it. And the thing is, the more views you get, it's just numbers. It's just numbers. The more views you get, the more chance you get thumbs up, the more chances you get thumbs down. The more chances you're going to get good comments, the more chances you're going to get negative comments. But if you look at it, 90% of your comments are going to be positive comments for the most part. Because people who hate you don't really come to watch your channel. It's gonna be people who like you that's gonna watch your channel the most. Uh, People say, yeah, your haters is your marketing team, your haters is this, your haters is that. Yeah, to an extent, but I don't care. I don't care, you know. Right, there is, and when it comes to YouTube, the thing is that when it comes to YouTube, when just social media altogether, when social media started getting very popular, when Facebook hit, is when Facebook changed social media. That the like button, thumbs up, the comments, the views. When Facebook hit the scene, it changed social media forever, and it would never be the same. Um, YouTube, all of that, changed the game because the attention you can get. Because what happened is, in my era, I grew up in the 80s. I was born in 1978. I grew up in the 80s and 90s. In those days, you had to look the part, talk the part, walk the part, be the part. You had to be real. You had to be cool. The girls had to like you. If you wanted to talk to a girl, you had to step to her and talk to her. You couldn't hide behind behind emojis and cell phones and computer screens. You had to step to her and talk to her. And if you weren't together, if your hair wasn't right, if your clothes wasn't right, if you would, but now, you can put some clothes on, take a picture. You literally go to the store, put some clothes on, go in the dressing room, take a picture, create a collage of pictures on your stuff, and then now you that guy. And you can message someone and say something nice or whatever, and you can pull somebody like that. But back in my day, you couldn't do that. I was in high school in the 90s. I graduated high school in 1996. You know what I'm saying? Even in the 2000s, it was like that. You still had to step to a girl, or everything had to be official. Everything had to be legit. It's not like that now. So what happened was social media gave people who were not sociable, who were scared to talk to people, it gave them a voice. So what happened is people start to rely on that and not deal with people. So what began to happen is you can get some success on YouTube, Facebook. You may not be successful in real life, but you can be successful on the internet. You could drop something and get a lot of likes, and that makes you feel good. And so what happens is people, when they see one person doing it, and they be like, yo, this is pretty cool, let me do it. And then they hop on YouTube and they throw a video up, and it doesn't get a response. It doesn't get the response that they want. And so, they're like, well, what's going on? And then they go back and watch your videos and see what you're doing. And you dropping videos, and it don't matter what you do or what you say, your videos is hitting. And you can literally do a video just standing to the camera like this, for 5 minutes. It's gonna get more views than that person. And they can't understand why. So now they're upset. And then all of a sudden they take it out on you, because they're trying to look at flaws in you, because they was trying to do what you was doing, but it didn't work for them. So now they looking at you like, how is he doing it? And then so now what they're doing is now they want to look at you real closely. Pay attention to you real closely. Look in the background. When they're looking at your videos, they're no longer focusing on you. They're looking in the background. What's going on, Routers? They looking everywhere else, and they're trying to find something flawed to say, oh, that's what he's doing. Or they'll say you're buying subscribers, or buying views. So like it gets crazy, man. And and the haters, man. It just sometimes it gets funny. I actually laugh, like, sometimes it gets to the point where I just really laugh, like, hysterically, just looking at some of the stuff they say and do, and the lengths to which they go to try to get to you. It's funny. There's a channel where the couple was building a tiny house and were getting the bad comments. I started posting positive comments on this channel because he does a good job. What's going on, Michael Jackson? I see you. Yeah, but you're gonna come across this, and you guys that are detailing, you guys out there putting in work and doing your thing. Like what I start to realize is that when I got to a certain point, I started to get hate. I started to see people hate when they get to a certain point. And the thing about it is, the crazy thing about this is that this detailing thing ain't hard, it ain't rocket science. So people that's not in the industry, they don't know really and truly how much you can really earn, how successful you can be, and how you can do so much with detailing, like how you can start your own product line, or the other things that you can do, from that, pressure washing. You could go do jobs and make $300 a car, $400 a car, $500 a car. You could do $1,500 a car with ceramic coatings. There's so much that you can do. You know what I'm saying? And if you're smarter than your average detailer, if you're smarter than your average detailer, ain't no telling what you can do, man. If you can think outside the box, there's so much you can do. And people are looking at you as they're looking at you as, you just a help. You wash cars for a living. What's the most you can do with that, right? What's the most you can do with that? You just washing cars. That ain't no real job. Get a real job. You ain't doing nothing. And then, years go by. And, you just keep doing you. You just, you keep doing you, and you keep working, and things start, getting better, and you just keep doing your thing. You don't forgot about, somebody said something crazy to you 5 years ago, you forgot about it, or someone felt some type of way about you, you don't forgot about it because you're super successful now. You're making 6 figures a year now, but you don't look like it. As a detailer, man, like, you working so much because it's so easy. It's like, whoa, I just made, the first time you make $50 and it took you, an hour and 30 minutes. You like, wow, you just left a $10 an hour job, and you just made, in an hour and 30 minutes, you just made $50. And you like, wow, I can do something with this. You see the potential. I can do something with this, and then you just keep going and keep going and keep going and keep going. And now, you're making $100 an hour. Then $150 an hour. And you're literally making six figures a year, but you don't have no time to go buy nice clothes because the work is so easy, the repetition is so easy. Like you're getting this car, that car, this car, that car, this car, this car. Every day you're doing 2-3 cars. You're having $500, $1,000 days. You're bringing in 10 grand to 15 grand, 20 grand a month. But nobody will believe it because you're working. You built up this big demand. You got so many customers and clients. You're working. You don't have time to go buy. You don't even go buy a nice car. You don't go buy no nice clothes. You don't buy nothing. You know what I'm saying? But you're stacking your money, and then one day, you know, you come up with another idea, and you don't have to work as hard, but you still bringing in the same revenue. And then what's going to happen is these people going to look and say, "Yo, so now you got time. You go buy some nice clothes. You go buy you a nice suit. You go take your woman out on the Sunday. Y'all go eat. You know, they catch you out. You know, you decide to take a day off. You take your family out. You take your girl out, and you know you bought you a nice whip. You know, something nice. I'm not talking about like a. I'm talking about something. I'm talking about something nice, like, you know, something foreign, something that's gonna cost, you know, at least minimum at least 70 to 80,000 and up. You got something nice. You got a nice house. You got everything, and they see you out. That person that felt like, yeah, he ain't gonna do nothing. He just a car washer, and then they see you out. Yo, that's gonna tear him up. You're really gonna get some hate then. That's gonna tear him up because you just taught them something, and now they feel stupid. Trust me, success is the best revenge. It is. Like I said, when you successful and you happy, trust me, you can keep doing what you doing a lot longer than that hater can. That hating takes up a lot of time, man. Takes up a lot of mental space. You just sitting there thinking, how can I mess things up for this guy? How can I mess this guy up? How can I do this? And it's not working because, you know, it's nothing he can really do to mess you up. You know what I'm saying? You don't engage him. You don't hang around him. You're doing your thing, and you know he can't even touch you no more. You so far gone, he can't touch you at all, and you just keep doing you. You know, that's the position you want to be in, and you're not going to get into that position by responding and going back and forth. You're going to get into that position by focusing on what you're doing. Staying focused. You see what I'm saying? Every time I see you MAW Masters at Wagtail. What's going on, man? But I would, like I said, I get up every morning and I'm reminded every morning of my goal. If I'm reminded once every day of my goal, that's all I need. I mean, I think about it constantly. I'm always thinking about it. Always. You know what I'm saying? And I don't sit around and talk about what the haters are doing to me. The haters are doing this, they doing that, they doing this. I don't worry about it. Now, I do talk about it. I do talk about it to educate others. I do that. You know, I do talk about it, you know, to keep a good perspective and to put out a good perspective for other people that are going through it. I'll talk about it then, but it doesn't dictate what I'm going to do. You know, and at the end of the day, okay, you know, and at the end of the day, when someone says something about me that's not true or say something, it's not going to change anything because that I'm not going to stop. Even if a hater gets to me, like you say, oh, you know, yeah, right, I see you father and sons, you know, they can say, well, A&A, he ain't no detailer. He a car washer. Let's say that makes me upset and I get mad. But do I look like the type of person that I won't get out of bed the next morning and go work? You see what I'm saying? Whether I'm mad or having a bad day or sick or, you know, somebody done pissed me off, I'm still going to get up, go to my appointment, and smile. Hey, how you doing? And do the car like nothing happened, even if I'm pissed off. It's not going to stop anything. And then, and let's say they do get me upset. I mean, they do get me, like they do get me upset, right? Okay, now what? You said what you said. I'm upset. Okay, now what? You see what I'm saying? I when I talk. Hold on, man. Let me kill this spider. I've been looking at this thing. Hold on for a second. Oh shit. Okay, I got it. You know how you grab it on the tile, you don't catch it all the way, and it looked like it was gonna jump out. All right, y'all. I thought that thing jumped out. You know how you grab it with your how you grab it with a tissue, and you don't got it all the way, and it like he was gonna run out and get on my. I hate spiders. Right. YouTube doesn't care about thumbs up and thumbs down, man. It's just interactions, right? Visualizing is just important. The more things you do for you and your family is another reminder that they're not so hate, that you're better than them. This is why they need to point out the hate. But yeah, but you know that's the thing, man. I always just say to myself, okay, well, like whatever they do is not going to stop me, so there's no need for me to acknowledge it. It's not gonna stop me. I mean, even if I am mad, like I get mad at certain things, not from haters, but certain things that go on, just life. I get mad, but I'm not gonna say, okay, I'm mad, I'm staying at home today. I'm never gonna say that. You understand what I'm saying? I'm never gonna say that. So the thing is, if y'all notice, if y'all watch any of my videos, if y'all have been watching me from the beginning, and you was looking at, you saw some other videos of other YouTubers hating on me and whatever, you notice I never responded. Never responded. I remember one video somebody called me about, and it was some guy hating on me, and I was like, wow. The funny thing about it is, I never knew who this guy was. I had never saw his videos. I never dealt with him. Didn't even know who he was, and he had made a whole video. He was just going in. It was kind of funny to me too. I laughed, but he was just going in, man. He sounded upset. It was crazy. I was just like, wow. I mean, all we doing is washing cars. Like, what's the big deal? I don't think he liked something that I said. Didn't even know him to even talk about him, so I didn't even know where he was coming from. But what they're thinking is they're trying to get you riled up and just trying to knock you off your square. And that's what they do. They trying to knock you, they trying to knock you off your square. And that's all they're doing it for. And once they see it's not gonna work, they stop. They'll keep doing it. They'll eventually stop. Some will go for a long time. And you'll think they'll never stop, but trust me, they'll stop. If they see it's not working, and then I've had some to like me, not like me, like me, not like me. They would subscribe and unsubscribe, subscribe, unsubscribe, and I would see it. Like, I'll look at my subscribers, and it'll go down one subscriber. This particular person had like three accounts, so my stuff will go up. 3 subscribers, up and down, up and down, up and down all the time. It was just so. It was just so funny. So the thing is that You know, if you like that is true. If you have haters, that means you're doing something right. But you know, that's all it means. Having haters means you're doing something right, and that's all it means. It's not the fuel. I use the haters to fuel my success. You know, I hate that. That sounds so stupid to me. I used to say that. That sounds so stupid to me now. I use the haters to fuel, to motivate me. Like, get the hell out of here, man. Haters don't motivate me, man. It's nothing about them that motivates me. You know, so I don't. You know, that's something I don't say anymore. You know, I used to see people. A lot of people would say that, even to this day. I hate when, and it's to the point I hate when people say that. It just sounds so fucking stupid, man. I use haters to fuel my success. And, okay, so when the haters stop hating, then where's your fuel for your success? Where's your fuel? Where is it? Gotta have goals to truly be motivated. Right. And you know what motivates me is a win. I treat my haters like AM radio. I just exactly. Yo, nobody listens to AM radio. Yo, yo, I like that. Nobody listens to AM radio. Ashton, stop, boy. Yeah, nobody listens to AM radio. But yeah, I like that. But yeah, man. You know, wins. That's what motivates me. You know, you do a job. You know, you do a job, and then, you know, you get done, and the customer comes outside, and the customer looks, and they give you that little pet rally. You know, that little pet rally we all love. Oh my God, it looks great. Oh it looks like the day I bought it. Oh my God, I even had people cry, man. Oh man, look at this. Look at, oh my God. They go in and get their husband come outside. Oh wow, it looks great, honey. Yeah, well, oh, I'm glad you're happy. The husband looking at her, he looking at you, and he, you know, he pulls you over to the side, and you know, how much is it? And then you say yes, you know, it's 300, and he peel you off like 320, and then she, how much did he give you? Oh, he gave me like 320. She go in the house and she come back out and she give you 30 or 40 more dollars. Here you go. Oh, can I hug you? Yeah, they go. Oh my God, thank you. Man, I just didn't think all this stuff would come out. Oh my God, I'm so happy, blah, blah. They give you that little pep rally, man. Come on, man. You walk away with that money. You driving home. You know, you just beat yourself. You know, yesterday you made 200. Today you made, you know, 400. Then you do it again and again and again and again. Then you make 5, 6, have $1,000 day. And you're like, yo, I had $1,000 day. I'm gonna try to do it again. Then, you know, 2 days later you have another $1,000 day. You making money every day. You haven't even spent the money you made Monday. It's Saturday. You hadn't even spent the money you made Monday. And you done made money every day up until Saturday. That's what motivates me. That motivates me. Man, I'm telling you, man, you guys that's on here, I pretty much remember the guys that's in the comment section. You know what I'm saying? I still don't want, I do not ever want to see you guys say haters are the fuel for my success. That makes me so sick. I live for the customer reaction, bro. The best testament is when they refer their whole family. Yep. You pull up. Yo, my sister told me you did a good job on her car. I need you to do my car. You know, they'd be so happy, man. I mean, you never got there before. I mean, I want that again. I want that again. I never got there before. Like when I had a job, when I had a regular 9 to 5 job, I never got that type of I never got that type of that reaction. You know, your boss is never going to come to you and say, "Oh my God, man, you did a good job today, man. Oh man, here's some extra money, man. You know what? I'm gonna give you a bonus. You know what? Now I'm gonna give you a bonus and a raise and a promotion." Yeah, you're not gonna hear that. I like that. Like when you get that, I like that. That's the type of stuff that motivates me. Right, right. And I'm telling you, man, when you truly busy, because people that got time to go back and forth, you know, because I remember, man, I would pay attention to certain people, and you know how, and I'm, this is not necessarily anybody that I know, but you know when you watch YouTube, and you know how sometimes, or you watch Instagram or whatever, and you got two celebrities or two personalities or two public figures like going back and forth with each other, arguing back and forth, and they just dropping video after video, going back and forth, and making posts and stuff like that, going back and forth with each other. And sometimes I look at it and I'll see that one of them, before all this was going on, wasn't posting anything. They wasn't putting no work in. They wasn't posting. They wasn't doing anything on their social media or on their YouTube. They weren't doing anything. And the minute somebody comes and hates on them and do something, now they're because some people, haters do give them the motivation to be haters too. See, when you going back at a hater, you a hater too. It don't matter who started it. You just a hater second. He was a hater first. You was a hater second. So when you going back and forth, and you getting motivation by the hate, and your whole thing is to, I'm gonna get the last word. I'm gonna get the last word. You going back and forth. Some of them people was not dropping videos. Like they was dropping videos, then they stopped. And then when somebody said their name and dissed them, then now they making videos. You weren't trying to make videos, so that means you sitting around doing nothing. You ain't doing nothing. And then when somebody makes a video, now all of a sudden you can make videos now. That's whack, man. That's whack. So that's how I deal with it, man. I don't. I put the work in, and I just keep working and keep working and keep working. And, they looking up, they're not getting a response. They're not getting a response from you. You just keep putting out good videos, positive content. You're doing your thing, and then, they could get to a point where it just be like, man, this dude ain't even thinking about me. I look stupid. And then they leave you alone. They move on to something else. I see you. 30 bookings in a 24-hour span. I see you. Yeah. I mean, it definitely can happen. That's the thing, man. That's the type of stuff that motivates me. That just say, well, yo, I got to do that again. I know I can do it again. And that's how I am. I know I can do it again. So that's what I focus on. So don't let that stuff get to you, and the thing is that when you get so busy, you literally won't have any time, because when I had a little more time on my hands, I had more time to look and see what was going on and all that. But when you're so busy, like literally stopping to look at something that's not going to benefit you in any type of way, man, you would not do it. I say no to so many people now. I remember I used to, anybody needed my help or anything, I had time, I would go and, I would I would go out there and help people, and I rarely would tell people no. Hey, can you do this for me? I'll go do it. Can you do that for me? I'll go do it. This that. Man, when I started getting super super busy, like tomorrow I got a big day. Like I would get super 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 busy, man. Like I would literally I had to start to learn how to delegate. You know, I had to start like I don't even have time to cut my own grass. I got to tell Ashley to do that. I got to call Ashley, yo, do the yard. You know, I had to learn how to delegate things. Like I literally don't have time when I'm so busy. I literally don't have time to bother myself with things that are not going to benefit me or benefit my family. I don't have time for it. I don't. I'm not saying that to be cool, like I ain't got time for the haters, and I literally don't have time. You know what I'm saying? Don't have time. I see you, Sam. Yeah, man. But y'all remember that, man. Responding to haters makes you a hater too. You just as a hater second. That's all. Second place. He hated on you first, you hated on him back. You a hater too. Remember that. But I'm gonna get up out of here, man. Just wanted to drop that on you guys, man, cause I'm looking at you guys on the new wave and y'all doing y'all thing, and in a couple of years, man, you're gonna be doubling what you was doing today, and the haters will be coming. So I just wanna let y'all know they on the way. The haters is on the way, man. They on the way. But anyway, you guys that are just coming in, I see some guys on here that I've never seen before. I see some names popping up. If you guys want to join the New Wave Facebook group, it's right here. You see that right there? That's the logo. If you go to Facebook and you type in New Wave, NEWWAVE, you're gonna see that logo come up, and it's gonna have my camera's opposite, but it's gonna have my ANA logo in the middle of the New Wave logo. That's how you know you're at the right place. Request to join. I accept everybody here. I'll drop videos on there. A whole bunch of other people are on there. It's got over 700 members now. I'm trying to get to 1,000 members before the end of the year. We had like 775 or something like that. This is where you can showcase your work. You can give tips. You can get tips. You can ask questions. You can answer questions. It's all on there. They real active on there. If you really need help with anything, you ask it. Somebody will give you some insight on it. So please go over there and join. Like go join like right now. If you join right now, I'm gonna accept you right now. You'll see it. If you request to join right now, I accept you right now. But all right, I see you, Gary Day. All right, y'all. If y'all got any questions for me, I'll stay here for a couple of minutes. I'll answer any questions that you may have. Alright, I'm out. Shouts out to the new wave. Peace.